Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. You're watching Playing with Fyra, I'm Fyra, and in the last episode we made it past the first area in Ganon's Tower. In this episode, we might finish the game. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to cut this up yet. But let's just get started down this long corridor. Long corridor filled with monsters. This is Ganon's fortress after all. He is going to be throwing some monsters at us, even if they're not exactly his finest. This room is our next obstacle. We've got this big wall that doesn't really seem to do very much right now, and several doors going to each side. Oh, and it's equipped all of our items. We're going to need the boomerang for this. Fyra, you must remember well the appearance of this room. The shape of the floor, the numbers of items hanging on the walls, such things are keys to solving the riddles that lie ahead. Do not overlook anything. This puzzle had me stumped for ages as a kid. You need to remember the candles go 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, this stumped me so badly as a kid, I think I had to look it up. I had the, I want to say, Prima Guide. And even though Prima Guides are not necessarily known for being the most accurate, it got me through the game. I can't remember if I read the guide before or after playing the game for the first time. Certainly before beating it, because there was that one time that I gave up because Goma was too scary. And then I think I read the rest of the guide after that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I see. So this is the portal through which Ganon was able to seep into the unsuspecting world above. Fyra, we shall make use of this path that Ganon created for himself. If there is anything from the world above that you believe you need, then climb into the boat and enter the Column of Darkness. Well, we don't need anything now, but we will be needing to make use of this portal one time? Yeah, one time before the end of the game. And I'm just going to show you where it drops us off. Right here in the Forsaken Fortress. Not the most convenient location, but we can play the Ballad of Gales to get wherever we need. However, that does mean that this portal is not a convenient way to get back to Ganon's Tower, and I probably will just teleport back to Tower of the Gods and go through Hyrule when it's time to come back. But anyway, let's just proceed on for now. I'm not too worried about my health at this point. Oh, I don't have an empty bottle. You know what? Whatever. Let's just heal up. I'm going to be leaving anyway. Something should happen now that we've seen all that. Something should happen now that we've seen all that. It's not that often that I make it this far in the game. I tend to stop before Ganon's Tower. Do I have to go back in here? Oh, I do have to go back in here. That's right. You have to go down here. This is a maze. But don't worry, it's not actually going to be that difficult. We do have to fight Phantom Ganon again, so I might as well show off using the bottle to take him out. Makes the timing a little tight, that's why I wasn't talking there. Luckily, it's not a full fight. You fight him and you follow the direction that his sword is pointing, that the hilt is pointing. Once you do that, you'll be treated to another Phantom Ganon fight. You're gonna have to do this quite a few times. Phantom Ganon here has gotten himself a new attack, although we haven't seen it yet. I much prefer fighting him with the sword. Timing's still kind of tight, though. Luckily, they don't make you fight him the entire way through each time. They knew how much of a bad idea that would be. There might be some treasure. Is there treasure here? Oh, new attack. Oh, didn't quite make it there. If you spin attack on all of those... Let's see if I can do it here. And of course that was the hurricane spin. Never mind. If you spin attack on all of those red dots, you can send them back at him. I think you actually saw me get one. But yeah, if you can get him with all of them, then you'll stun him just like you do with the blue ball. We're almost done. It would be like Zelda to hide something in the rest of this maze, but I actually don't think they did. Who knows? If they did, I can always come back for it after I've made our last trip out to the outside world. Come on. Not quite. I have done that before, it's just very difficult. Too slow once again. Taking a lot of damage from this. I would love to be able to show that off, but I'm not too concerned about it. I'm more interested in just getting through this. Oh, man. Well, maybe he'll give me another chance. Gotta have quick reflexes for that one. Okay, if you pick up the sword, you will unfortunately have lost your point of reference. This maze does seem to go on forever and ever, but there will be an end to it. I can't find him. There he is. Oh. He missed. Must have been because I was moving. Gotta concentrate for this a little. Oh, he went easy on me that time. The writings on his sword means something. There's some sort of, like, lore in there. I don't know what it is, but there's plenty of places on the internet where you can find that out. Shall we do it again? I thought he might let me get him there. Okay, we're gonna try this again. You must have to do it a lot earlier than I think. Alright, let's try to get this right. There we go. I'm glad I was able to show that off at least once. We've got to be nearing the end now. Yep, here we go. I believe we have to fight him one last time. Oh, he actually did let me get him there. We must have to open this mysterious treasure chest. You got the light arrow. When you take out your bow, use R to change arrowheads, then fire away. The sacred light of these arrows can pierce pure evil itself. We got what we came for. Let's get out of here. And let's put those on right now. Because we will immediately get ambushed by Phantom Ganon, who I can't find. There you go. Switch to your light arrows. They take up quite a lot of magic. and any enemy in the game will be taken care of in one shot from here on out. I used to, when I was still really scared of the Redeads, I used to go up to floor 30 in the Savage Labyrinth, leave, and return when I had the light arrows, doing the whole thing again. Well, no turning back now. Pots to restore things that we might need. We're going to need lots of arrows and lots of magic for this upcoming battle. And it's not going to be so easy to get them restored once we're actually in the fight. So I'm going to be doing my best to refuel here if I can. Luckily, my magic is full, and my arrows are full. That's what really matters. At this point, I'm just looking for hearts. If I don't find them, it's not the end of the world. I can get them when I take one last trip to the surface. But, you know, it's always nice to have supplies. Bye-bye. Don't forget you can do that. You don't actually have to fight these guys. Hearts, there we go. In fact, I didn't have to fight that moblin at all. I could have just shot him with a light arrow. I just kind of forgot. All of the dark nuts in here will be wearing special armor that they won't be wearing outside, and I don't even know why I'm collecting these rupees. I don't need them anymore. There's nothing I need to buy, save for maybe another blue potion. Come on. Oh, that's right, the light arrows take forever to recharge. That's the word I'm looking for. Luckily, we've already healed up basically to full hearts. And the magic should take care of itself. I don't even need this stuff. What am I doing? More dark nuts? Yep, I knew there were a couple more dark nuts. These are the final dark nuts in the game. In fact, they're the final enemies in the game before Oh, these are mighty dark nuts. I did not remember that these guys were here. I think that means that you can probably take their picture here as well. But just like before, you're going to need to take off their capes before you can actually do anything to them. Get back over here. Excuse me. See if we can restore our magic. There's a fairy. I'd quite frankly prefer the blue potion, so I'm not going to be picking that up. Magic? Magic. A little more magic? A little more magic. Let's take out the pictobox, excuse me, and let's go. Do you sleep still? Wait. Do not be so hasty, boy. I can see this girl's dreams. Oceans, 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 oceans. Oceans as far as the eye can see. They are vast seas. None can swim across them. They yield no fish to catch. What did the king of Hyrule say? That the gods sealed Hyrule away? And they left behind people who would one day awaken Hyrule? How ridiculous. So many pathetic creatures scattered across a handful of islands, drifting on the sea like fallen leaves on a forgotten pool. What can they possibly hope to achieve? Don't you see? All of you. Your gods destroyed you. I have been waiting for you, boy. For one like you. Yes, for the hero. Do not betray my expectations. This is Puppet Ganon, the penultimate boss in the game, and my least favorite bar none, although it's not because of this phase. I am going to try to get a few pictures of him. For heaven's sake, do not defeat this boss before you take a picture of, or before you confirm that your pictures are good. Because once you have entered this room, there is only one way to get out, and that is to save warp. Those pictures are awfully far away. I'm going to try to get one that's a little bit closer. Stay right there. Alright, one of those should work. I am going to save warp out, and I will meet you right back here with the results of my pictures. My pictures worked. Let's get down to business. The first phase of Puppet Ganon is... I don't remember what it's officially called. It's like his beast form or something. This is the only time you will see Ganon transform into his regular beast form. Other than this fight, he's not going to do it. I could be wrong, but I've always been under the impression that Ganondorf is his name when he's in human form, and Ganon is his name when he's in beast form. You don't actually have to get rid of all the puppet strings here, but if you do, it can give you a little bit more of an opening to get behind him and actually target what you need to target, because he moves pretty fast otherwise. This is not his most problematic form, but I don't particularly enjoy this part of the fight either. Come on, Boomerang. Okay. Already summoned bats. And he's already up. I've got to get behind him and target this, My aim is already bad to begin with, but with how much this guy moves around, this is like nearly impossible for me. I guess I really can't do this without knocking down all the strings, huh? I just completely missed my chance there. I may have to just stop talking at some point so I can actually do this. Oh, and each string takes 2 hits. Oh, we're spinning. Alright, we got him once. That is the first of many hits that we're going to have. When he goes up like that and comes back down, he summons Keese. At least I believe he does. The Keese will generally get in your way, but more importantly than that, they'll drop hearts and magic, and that's how you keep yourself fueled up for this fight. Because as you can imagine, using magic, I want that. Using your light arrows like this, you go through quite a bit of magic. I don't like this fight at all. Okay. Oh, and the boomerang's still going around. Okay. I think the light arrows are actually recharging faster than they were out there, which is nice. But I will almost certainly run out of magic at some point and have to use my potions. But that's why I've got them. The elixir soup will also serve the same function, and I've got 2 servings of that. So hopefully we won't completely run out of magic. But if we do, there's always the good old Tingle Tuner. I can boot that up, although I'm not going to go through the process of putting it back on the screen. You'll just have to take my word for it. on! Get out of my way! Oh, I guess I could use the arrows as well. Come on. Alright, just the tail now. No! This is my chance. And that restores all of the strings. I hate that. It's almost like you really have to ignore the keys. Otherwise, it'll take up all your time and you won't be able to hit the strings. And this is definitely not the worst phase. Oh, is he down? He's down. Oh. Got it. Phase 1 is over. Phase 2 is spider form. I don't particularly mind this phase. Everything is telegraphed if you look in the reflection of the water. And if you get in the right place, you can just be waiting for him. Come on. As he spins around faster and faster, it is of course going to be harder to do this. And you're going to have less and less time to make your move. I do love the music in this phase. It's very spidery. It's kind of funny. Get the keys. Thank you. Oh my gosh. That was easy. See, that form's not so bad. It's the snake form that's awful. Little known trick, you can throw bait down and it will distract the boss, but that doesn't make it all that much better. Ooh, I think I actually got him. Lucky shot. He will go every which way. He certainly won't cooperate, and he'll spawn morphs instead of bats. I'm honestly just guesstimating right now. Ooh, I hit him! Yeah, this fight can either be real quick if you get lucky with your shots, or it can take forever. Oh god. Oh, this is not a good position I'm in. Help. Once again, we're just gonna sort of estimate here. Oh, thank goodness. The bait actually really did come in clutch here. That's the first time I've done that. I didn't know about that trick for the longest time. Yes, surely you are the hero of time, reborn. Your time has come. Come now, stand before me. Well, that went a lot better than I was expecting. Thank goodness, too. I was prepared for that fight to take a real long time. Now I'm almost certain that this is going to be one episode. You can swing on this rope a little bit. It doesn't really do all that much. But now we begin the long climb up. As if this boss wasn't bad enough, believe me, I got lucky there. It can be a lot worse than what I just showed off. You've got to spend all this time climbing up Puppet Ganon's red string. Don't know why they felt like they had to do that. Alright. Let's not fall back down now. Where am I going? I think I'm gonna need the grappling hook here. Yes. Gonna have to get a little closer, though. Still a little closer. Oh, scared me. Alright, more climbing. We get to climb our own rope this time. Equally as exciting. Alright, where to now? Luckily here, you get a little bit of a refresh area. These pots will give you everything you need to fill up before the final battle. I didn't even run out of magic once in that fight. I am glad that the snake form went as well as it did. It also has really good music. That's the only reason I tolerate it. Alright, where to now? Over here. Just a little cool-down lap. The calm before the storm, so to speak. I believe there's a... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's a warp pot up here. Just in case you fall down. The other warp pot is down on the ground. Well, no reason not to open it. So, open it I shall. We won't be needing the sail anymore. These Morths don't appear to be very aggressive. I'm not sure I opened up the warp pot down at the bottom, but it doesn't matter. I won't be using it. Is this another grappling hook? No, this is a hook shot. We're just going to have to walk along the edge very carefully, although maybe not as carefully as we once did, because now we have that warp pot to get back up. And there we go. My country lay within a vast desert. When the sun rose into the sky, a burning wind punished my lands, searing the world, and when the moon climbed into the dark of night, a frigid gale pierced our homes. No matter when it came, the wind carried the same thing: death. But the winds that blew across the green fields of Hyrule brought something other than suffering and ruin. I coveted that wind, I suppose. It can only be called fate. That here I would again gather the three with the crests. That I should lay my hand on that which grants the wishes of the beholder. That when power, wisdom, and courage come together, the gods would have no choice but to come down. The power of the gods, the Triforce. He who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. Already the crest of wisdom is mine. All that remains... Do not fear, I will not kill you. I merely have need of the power that dwells within you. Now, let us put an end to that which binds us together. Gods, hear that which I desire. Expose this land to the rays of the sun once more. Let them burn forth. Give Hyrule to me. He who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. That is what you said, is it not, Ganondorf? Gods of the Triforce, hear that which I desire. Hope. I desire hope for these children. Give them a future. Wash away this ancient land of Hyrule. Let a ray of hope shine on the future of the world. And let our destinies finally be fulfilled. Ganondorf, may you drown with Hyrule. This is foolishness. A future. For you? What are you laughing at, Ganondorf? You're insane. Fyra, I'm sorry. I overslept. I think it's time for us to say goodbye to this place. We must return to the world above, back to our ocean. Very well, then. Allow me to show you your future. Yes, allow me to show you just what hope you have. See how much your precious Triforce is worth. Well, we already know that I'll use this bow to cover you. Attack him as best you can. We already know that Ganondorf is more powerful than us. What we have to do now is we have to basically survive until we can use the parry attack, which I will do as best as I can while talking. Come on, Zelda, do your thing. If she hits him with the... Oh, she hit me with the light arrows. Jeez. If she hits Ganondorf with the light arrows, he will be stunned and you'll be able to hit him. It's a very tight window on that parry attack, so you really got to be paying attention. This phase will go on for a little bit, but they are going to change it up pretty soon. Boy, this fight is tricky. This is one of the better Ganondorf fights within the Zelda franchise. It's a fight that I actually enjoy, which is saying something in this game. Not that the bosses are all terrible or anything, but we've already been over how I'm not the biggest fan of them. Alright, we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. We have a fairy, which I will allow to pop before I use my other potions. Come on, Zelda. There we go. I guess this is kind of a waiting boss, too. Well, we're on our own now, and there's not all that much we can do about it except parry attacks. So just do the best you can until the next phase starts. Come on. If you just attack him relentlessly, you will eventually get a chance to parry, without putting yourself too much in harm's way. And she's up. Come on, I want to show something. If you target Zelda and use the grappling hook, if I can actually get close enough to make this work, she'll give you a heart. Just a little known thing. little-known secret, so to speak. It's not particularly worth it because you'll be pulled out of the rhythm of the fight, but you can do it. I think it's better to just bring potions. You may have noticed our parry attacks aren't working anymore, and he's dodging the light arrows. This is a problem. Come on. If the next phase could politely start, please. Gosh, I'm realizing this is more of a waiting boss than I thought. Come on. Come on. I do like Ganon fights that are just two dudes and a sword. Or two swords in this case. Come on. I missed my chance there. That was on me. Zelda, do something! Alright, well, she's supposed to start the next phase. Start the next phase, please. Fyra, you have to distract him. Are you ready? I'll aim for you, and you use your shield. Do you get it? I thought she was supposed to say that without you talking to him. Or without you talking to her, but whatever. She's aiming at us now, so we just need to stay away as much as we can and deflect the arrows with our shield. Ooh, missed my chance there. Luckily, you are completely invincible with your shield. Gotta be quick. The wind. It is blowing. Fyra! My children, listen to me. I have lived regretting the past, and I have faced those regrets. If only I could do things over again. Not a day of my life has gone by without my thoughts turning to my kingdom of old. I have lived bound to Hyrule. In that sense, I was the same as Ganondorf. But you... I want you to live for the future. There may be nothing left for you. But despite that, you must look forward and walk a path of hope, trusting that it will sustain you when darkness comes. Farewell. This is the only world that your ancestors were able to leave you. Please, forgive us. Well, wait! You could come with us. Yes, of course. We have a ship. We can find it. We will find it. The land that will be the next Hyrule. So... But child, that land will not be Hyrule. It will be your land. I have scattered the seeds of the future. And that's the game. We did it. We've beaten The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, my personal favorite Zelda. And man, has it been a while. This was almost a 50-episode series. It's a big game. One of the, well, I guess I couldn't say it's one of the first open-world Zeldas because the original Zelda was open-world. But there's lots to do, and I'd like to think I showed it all. Well, almost all. There will, of course, be the big bonus episode where I show off all the little tidbits that we might have missed. The game's over, but the work's not over for me. I've got a huge pile of bonus footage that I've got to edit, and you'll probably have seen most of it already, but my work is not done yet. I enjoyed this series a great deal. It was one of the most fun series I've ever made just because I love this game so much. I can't get enough of it. Playing it has just been such a joy. Maybe I can't say as much about the pictures, but you know what? I even love the pictures. In fact, I really love the pictures. But yeah, it's a very special game to me. It's created and helped me overcome a very strong fear, so it's very special to me in that sense. I'm not quite done with content. Like I said, there is going to be the big bonus episode where we show off everything that we missed. There's going to be one more bonus episode after that where I go through the Nintendo gallery and read all the figurines, so if you're interested in that, that is coming. And I'm also going to be doing some showcases of the Tingle Tuner. So if you watched that episode, you've seen it already, but I'm going to be putting it into small chunks and just uploading it to YouTube so that anybody who's looking for Tingle Tuner content can just find those little segments. And I might have something a little bit special that I've got planned, but I'm not going to tease it because I may or may not end up doing it. I do have a series in mind for my next Let's Play. It is something that I've played on the channel before, and it is well overdue for the next installment. But there's probably going to be a bit of a break before that happens, unless I just get so into recording everything that I can't help myself. But like I said, I've got quite a bit of work to do before I can even consider doing work on that. So, break incoming, probably. Well, that's all I've really got to say, so I'm going to leave you guys here to watch the rest of the credits if you so choose. Thank you very much for watching this episode and this series of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And hopefully I'll see you right here for the next Let's Play. Bye-bye!